Mid-afternoon. The city sweats and smokes and steams. No one sees, or so it seems. New clouds billow from Diablo towers, accumulated cumulus that blooms and flowers, drifts into the sky in pearls, dissolving the ceiling of the world. The roses and rhododendrons turn to face the beaming sun. What will be, will be. What is done, is done. The young man stretched and split his skin, grown out of the child that lived within, combed his hair, stretched his wings, turned his back on childish things, tried to find a place to land, a life that he could understand. Kensington crowds rush back and forth, ploughing tangled furrows up and down the concrete corridors, spend all their worth for all their worth, in boutiques and in department stores. And so I walked upon the world, balanced as it turned and turned, learned to count and speak and spell, learned to read and story tell. What did you learn in school today, boy? What did you learn in school? I learned of achievement and reward, of failure, shame and ridicule, learned of language and tradition, of theory and supposition, to rise above derision and stoop to play the fool. Across the city in a high office tower, far removed from the corridors of power, is a man with ideas beyond his workstation, his head in the clouds above civilization. In the street below a match girl stands who has let her heart fall from her hands. So far away he knows not that she cries. All that meets are the ripples of their dreary lives. Beyond the trapezial glass and steel ribs that caged us, the moonlight delicately glazed the deserted night, deaf to my weary words, which reflected irrelevantly on the barbed wire romance that entangled us. The half-light echoed off her skin, casting her in bronze and neon, revealing none of her secrets, neither rhyme nor reason. But my love for her never faltered. The promise in a tender kiss, the prospect yet of happiness. Sing a song a sixpence, pockets full of dough, 24 blackbirds, arses all on show. Schoolyard poses, airs and graces, golden chains, charms and necklaces, stagnant fables wrought into rhyme of drugs and sex and cars and crime, knives and guns to spring the trap, and children left to take the rap. The music that crept upon me, along the woodside lane and through the rolling trees, I can still sometimes hear, beside the squabbling stream or in the whispered breeze. Distant voices of those more sure than me, those that toil and those that rest, the cursed and the blessed. We're all building walls that should be bridges. We cower in the trenches, but we should run the ridges. God so loved the world that he gave his only Son the task of cleaning up the place. By Easter he was gone. By revolution and evolution, generations arise from the earth, striving and striding, then compromising, forsaking the will and the wanderlust, settling back into their armchairs, dissolving back into the dust.